Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 25.2 of the Before It Was Cool podcast. Lauren's episode. I am Tom on Treads. Unfortunately, because we are dumbasses, we forgot to record the intro to the second episode, and Shakey Jay cannot be here right now. So you start with me for the intro. Yes, we are talking 90s disaster films, and usually if I'm left to my own devices, I'll go on a little rant about something, a little diatribe about something, but life's pretty good at the moment. I'm in my new house. I actually have air conditioning for once. I live in tropical heat, so air conditioning is needed. Fuck you, everyone that says you don't need it, because you do. And I have a disorder that doesn't allow me to regulate body temperature properly. So a 30-degree day feels like a fucking 60-degree day to me. Like, I'm not sure if that's fully scientifically accurate, but I'm gonna run with it. Fuck you, everyone. Okay, so here's the intro music. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Uh, Shakey J will be back with us straight after the intro music.
Welcome to the Before It Was Cool podcast.
Yeah, so Bill Paxton was in Titanic, as we were saying, as a character named Brock Lovett. If you know who Brock Lovett is in Titanic, awesome. Let us know.
Good for you.
Sorry if that sounded very chop and change. We were having a few technical issues there.
Yeah.
Our microphones aren't used to all this awesomeness again because we haven't done this for a couple of weeks, as everyone knows. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Did you know Bill Paxton had a musical career?
He did?
Yeah, he did new wave electronic synth pop and comedy rock.
Oh shit. I did not know
Yeah.
that. I know Idris Elba is like a dance pop musician or some shit. EDM.
You want to hear something else interesting?
What's that?
So, um,
Too bad if I said
he
no.
was in. Oh, well, I would have just been like, yeah, fuck you, I'm going to tell you anyway. He's actually in the. Bill Paxton is in the film clip for "Eat You Alive" by Limp Bizkit.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got a thing to ask you, but celebrities in a film clip brought this to mind. But my wife, who last year won a Cunt with the Biggest Dick Award, she said to me that these two celebrities look alike, and I don't believe they do. In John Voight and Christopher Walken.
Let me do a side by side. One that's like similar sort of thing that no one's ever agreed with me. Okay, it now. I think it's mostly in the eyes that I can see it.
So you agree with her?
Let me have a little look. The eyes and forehead, yes, are very similar, but overall, it's not like I'd look at them and get them confused.
Yeah, exactly. But to me, they're not. They don't look like that's like saying me and Will Smith look alike. We don't. Or me and fucking Leo DiCaprio. We don't.
I was going to say in a dark room you'd both look alike, except I'd probably kick my toe on the freaking wheelchair.
From behind, everyone looks the same.
Oh, no, some of them don't, trust me.
I was going to say, I have a big fuck off tattoo on my back, so there's no
yeah, but in the dark, you see that shit.
Yeah, true. It's glow in the dark.
Well, here's the one for me of two celebrities that look really similar to me, but no one else has ever agreed with me. So, from the Doug Anthony All Stars, from Good Newsweek, all that, and the other one, what's his name? Who played Colonel Hogan in Hogan's Heroes?
Oh yeah, fucking
Bob Crane.
Bob Crane. Yeah,
So you put Bob Crane. Like I look at Bob Crane, and I see what's his name? I see Paul McDermott.
yeah. Actually, I can see it.
You can see it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not completely insane. I'm just backed up by the guy who has to take heavy painkillers. For some
Oh
reason I
god.
don't feel that confident.
The other one is Rove, and
Road
uh,
McManus
yeah, and Bob Crane kind of look similar. It's that short, dark hair look.
and slightly big forehead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Um,
Andrew Denton and Rove kind of look. No, not Andrew Denton.
No.
That's the short guy with the glasses. What the fuck am I on
yeah, I was
about?
gonna say it's those painkillers.
I just gave myself a very confused look. Fuck, I can't even
Good.
remember who the other person was now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Like I think that tangent ended, so we can naturally go back to what we were talking about.
Very
But
naturally.
like one thing I want to continue on with what you were saying about a lot of the disaster movies is that a lot of them had their own like another version like within that
Yeah,
sort of time, like around the same time as Armageddon they had Deep Impact, and like this was
yeah,
talked about in Knocked Up. They talk about it when
yeah,
they're trying to make their like. Do you remember that scene? They're talking about
yeah. When the yeah,
um yeah. So they're making their website, and it's like, oh, there's for every good thing there has to be another one that's similar. Like Armageddon had Deep Impact. Dante's Peak has Volcano. Um, Speed One has any other action movie really.
fuck you.
uh,
94 is the best year in cinema.
we've still got to finish that debate at some point.
We will. We'll get there. I'm still just going to take little digs on the way.
Doesn't matter. I'm the one that says it's not, and you're the one that gets upset. I could probably agree with you, but I'll probably just argue it just to keep you on, like keep you upset. I'd say keep you on your toes, but you don't last very long when you're standing on your toes.
They don't bend, the motherfuckers. They got rods through them.
I know they do. I've seen the footage of you getting other rods removed. It's
Yeah, no painkillers.
yeah, it's
I
my
watched
favorite.
that again the other day.
It's my favorite thing to masturbate to.
Yeah, exactly.
Hint, hint, Lauren.
Oh god.
Great.
Oh yeah. Hey Lauren.
So yeah, so let's just move out of the '90s a little bit, and let's just look at other disaster movies that we've both enjoyed. So let me just quickly Google some stuff, and I'll get you to what's some of your favorite disaster movies.
Well, my favorite disaster movie out of them all, because it is so cheesy and crap and fucking perfect in every way. If that makes sense. It is the
I get ya.
perfect B-rate disaster slash action film. It's called The Core with Aaron Eckhart from 2003. And I fucking love that movie. I don't know why, but I do.
I don't know it. Tell me about it.
The Earth's core stops spinning. So all the magnetization from the North and South Pole no longer exist. And they have to, in a specialized, what do they call it? Instead of a spaceship, it's a terror ship, because it has to go through the Earth. They bore through the crust, through the mantle, through the outer core, into the inner core, and set off a bunch of nuclear weapons to make it start spinning again.
Okay.
It is, and yes, the black guy dies in it. You know the episode of South Park about the hippies?
Yeah, you've got to put on this Slayer CD because they can't handle it.
Yeah, exactly. That was ripping off the core.
Okay.
I know he sends Chef out to sacrifice himself. That's what they do in the
Oh, okay.
core. Yeah. We're gonna have one black guy to sacrifice himself. The fuck?
It's Cartman. It's expected.
Yes.
Um,
He's the fat little racist guy in all of us.
I wouldn't. He's not just racist. I'd just say bigoted.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He's a fascist, he's a bigot, he's a racist. He's all of that. Token's
He's just a
life
terrible
matters.
person.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
And that's why he is so entertaining as a character, is because he is so awful.
Yes.
Um,
He's unapologetic.
well, like I've got a theory, and it's mainly about comic. A lot of the biggest comedy characters is that most of the time you would hate to be around them in real life.
Yeah.
Like, let's just stay with the cartoon element off the top of my head. So, Cartman's a big one. Some other
Yeah.
characters you would hate to be around, but you find them so entertaining. So, Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
You would hate to be
Yes.
around him, but he is very entertaining to watch. Peter Griffin, pretty much
Yeah.
Homer 2.0. Yeah, there are so many. But yeah, looking at like some of the top ones, like as I said, I haven't watched that many. But here's an interesting one. They put Dawn of the Dead and some of the Dead movies in there.
The early ones or the new Snyder?
The Snyder one is on here. I'll see if any of the others, but they do cover that. Same with Cloverfield. It's on here as well.
Yeah, well, Cloverfield and saying Cloverfield Lane can be considered disaster movies, I guess.
Absolutely. But then
Godzilla.
yeah, I was gonna say is the next step we start talking about Godzilla and a lot of the kaiju movies.
Yeah.
Like we could even add in Rampage if we want with The Rock.
Or Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim, absolutely. Like it's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Like it does open up a lot of potential there. Of any like monster escaping movies.
Yeah.
Which there was so many of back in the day.
Yeah.
Some like there's a couple of different eras of horror, and I think it was like the 70s or the 60s maybe. They really went into the monsters getting out. Like here's another one that's on this list I'm looking at, Arachnophobia.
Oh, I fucking love that movie.
28 Weeks Later.
Yeah, actually, yes.
The Day the Earth Stood Still, another classic. Here's an interesting one. I don't see why it classes as a disaster rather than a survival. Admittedly, survival movies and disaster movies do go hand in hand. But 127 Hours, the guy who gets his
Yeah.
arm trapped under the rock, like, is that a disaster movie?
No.
I would
Not
say
in
it
any
is.
way, shape, or form. I wouldn't not say that is.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
That,
Um,
like you said, that's more of a survival film. Because it happens to one guy and it affects no one else other than him during the course of
yeah.
the movie.
Now, here's
Like,
the
his
important thing.
parents and family would get fucked up by it, but yeah, that wasn't a disaster film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like
It was more like an accident film.
and it's like drama psychology. Like it's almost a psychological thriller in a way.
Almost, yeah.
But we can't have a thing talking about disaster movies, even though this one's not from the 90s, without talking about Disaster Movie, the parody. A disaster
Oh,
of a
God.
movie as well. I mean, it's got an IMDb rating of 1.9 out of 10.
Oh,
Which
that's
is
terrible.
just horrendous. And I mean, when one of the biggest names in it is Carmen Electra, who honestly is not known for her acting ability.
Yeah. Yes.
Um,
She wasn't acting on that poster on my wall. when I
and Kim
was a
Kardashian's in
teenager.
there as well.
Fuck her.
Well, like it's funny because she actually plays a person as Kim Kardashian. Like it's like a character playing a character who's playing herself. Who
That's
else is in
weird.
there that people know? What's his name? Tony Cox.
Transy.
He's one of he plays Indiana Jones in that movie, but he's one of the little person actors. He's in Bad Santa.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the many little person actors and stuff. But yeah, it's but yeah, like just as a talk again about the disaster movie sort of thing and how it builds, could we include the Avengers in there?
Maybe. I don't know. Like, could it's it's hard to say. That's more of a superhero film than
Oh,
anything
absolutely.
else.
But it does have that disaster element of like the entire city of New York getting destroyed.
True,
I mean,
but
logically, that goes straight to the same sort of like the same sort of classification we were giving towards Titanic, because Titanic is a love movie, a romance movie with a surrounding element of disaster movie.
yeah, true.
And I mean, does that mean we can also go into like what is it, Endgame and Infinity War? Because they
Yeah,
themselves have that element as well. Because like, well, 50% of all life on in the universe gets wiped out.
yeah.
That's a pretty good bloody disaster, if you ask me.
If that were the case, it would be more Infinity War than Endgame. Because Endgame, they're already gone. It's more of the clean up and bring them back
Oh yeah,
type
yeah,
thing.
absolutely. But I kind of almost include them as like as one movie
Yeah. Well, they
because like
were filmed at the same time.
yeah, and like so many of the like just keeping on with the MCU, so many of them you can't watch. Like you can watch them all individually. Like, you don't have to watch the previous ones to understand them,
Yeah.
but you can't watch Endgame without having watched Infinity War to get an understanding.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, have you watched The Eternals yet?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Yeah. What'd you think of it?
I thought it had potential. I think it would have been better off as a TV series, so you actually got some character development.
Yeah.
Because you really didn't give like the only characters you gave a shit about were either the ones you knew from Game of Thrones,
Yeah, like Kit Harington.
yeah, and Rob Stark, who
Yeah.
was playing Icarus. Like you were interested in them because you knew them. Like no one really cared that much about Angelina Jolie being in it because yeah, like don't get me wrong, well acted and everything, but Angelina Jolie's not the A-lister she used to be. And
I
the only other
prefer Selma Hayek.
oh, absolutely, but even then, she's not the A-lister she used to be.
Yeah, she can
Um,
aim my list. That didn't
but
even make sense. What the fuck did I say?
but it is still so damn cringy. Not because it
Yes.
doesn't make sense, but because it's like, oh, teenage boy sort of shit. Um,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
other one, the
But
only
that's
other,
the vibe I was going for.
yeah, cool. The only other character that you actually give like even half a shit about is Gilgamesh in it, who's Angelina
Oh,
Jolie's
fuck.
partner in it. He was a
I
great
fucking
character.
love Gilgamesh.
He was a great
Oh,
character who actually had something to him. Everyone else was just so generically boring.
except for Sprite, she kind of had the story of being
Oh, well,
in
like
love with Icarus and always wanted to grow
yeah,
up.
but see, I would have preferred to like if that had was a longer series where you could actually like really sink your teeth into the characters, as it were. It
Yeah.
would have been so much better. Like, I mean, like, what was the character's name? What was the guy's name who could like control people's minds?
I was literally. Droid.
Druid. Druid. That as a character had so much that they could have developed, and it just wasn't done to the degree it could have been, which is really sad.
Yeah.
Um, and a lot of the characters, like even Thena, Angelina Jolie's character, they could have done so much more with her mental decline, but
Yeah.
you didn't really get it. It was all just snippets to me. Like it was like almost like, oh, we've got this really cool idea for a movie, and they had potential there, and it's like, but we're only going to give you little bits of it.
Yeah. They had like. The Eternals are almost like an Avengers level group. They should have had way more for each individual character.
Hmm.
Or just add a movie for each character that if you watch them, it's one giant movie with
Yeah,
the central theme, if you know what I mean.
that's why I was saying a TV series. I think would have been better.
Yeah.
But that being said, in the comics, Thanos is an Eternal.
Yeah. And what do you think of them introducing one of Thanos' brothers?
Yeah, what's his name? Not Thane. Thane is Thanos' son. Star Fox, I think it is.
Yeah, he's got a proper name, but yeah, Star Fox was his nickname.
Eros, Star Fox.
Yeah, it's he's played by
Yeah.
Harry. Is it Harry Charles?
Mm,
The guy from One
I don't know
Direction.
what. I've no idea. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
Um,
someone from One Direction. Yeah, that one.
but yeah.
I'm hip. I'm down.
I'm hip. But yeah. Eros is Star Fox is honestly a pretty creepy character.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
already got the
Harry
grapes.
Styles. Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. That's it. I knew
But
it
yeah,
was something stupid.
but yeah,
Sorry.
he's yeah, he has psychic control over the emotions of others, so can psychically manipulate people, and yeah, he's made quite a few people fall in love with him, which is really quite creepy. Um, like it just seems like he's effectively mind drugging people. It's just ugh, cringy, yuck.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, he will play a big part in the Eternals.
Yeah, if they go through with it, because I don't think it had a huge. I don't think the Eternals had a huge. Like, I don't know how well it did as a
No,
movie.
it, one of its big problems was that, like you said, it didn't go into the characters enough, and the word spread about it, and also it was supposed to come out over a year ago, but it didn't because of COVID. And then the other big thing that hit it hard was it came out a week before No Way Home.
Yeah, and even greater than that is that the Eternals had no big name to pull them in,
Yeah, exactly.
and
Like,
it's not early enough in the what's it called? It wasn't early enough in the MCU to really bring people in. Like people are kind of, and this is not as an issue for me. It's not a it's people are sick of superhero movies.
yeah,
And that's not done that's not because they're bad, it's just because there's been so many. So if you're going to introduce new heroes, you either have to do it with established heroes, which they didn't do for this,
yeah,
or they needed to do like they need to establish with that, or have it so it's still early, like they did with Guardians of the Galaxy. It was still
yeah,
fresh and it was a new thing and it took off. This was too late, I think, for something brand new without having something else to pull it back in.
yeah, exactly. Or even that with a giant name on the billboard, like the marquee to pull them in. Like Leonardo DiCaprio has been a superhero for the first time, or something like that.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. Like they did
Like,
have a big name in Angelina Jolie.
but what I
And
mean
Kit
is, like,
Harington's a
she's
pretty big
not a
pull as well.
huge needle mover anymore. Neither
Yeah, like we
is
were saying.
Selma Hayek, and Harry Styles wasn't in it long enough to be that
Yeah,
draw.
and that's the same as Kit Harington. Like he's a pretty decent draw, but he's not in there as a big enough character.
And also, like, he's a big draw, but it's like, what, 4 years since Game of Thrones?
Yeah, he's still in that early enough time, I think. But yeah,
Yeah. But what I mean is, like, it's not 6 months after Game of Thrones, and he's still one of the biggest stars on Earth. It's many years later.
yeah.
But
That
yeah.
he's still got so many big fans. Like I quite like him as an actor. Um, yeah,
Yeah. He was pretty good.
but yeah.
No Travis Fimmel.
Yes, we you love your Travis. You love Travis. I know.
Undisclosed MCU superhero.
Hmm.
Ah! Oh, I love that. And I'm really, really hoping it's the one I'm thinking of.
Well, we've talked about it in a previous episode. We want him. You brought it up. I agreed with you. We want him to be Wolverine.
Johnny Flame.
You mean Johnny Storm?
No, Johnny Flame.
You know you've got the name wrong, right?
No, Johnny Flame.
Who's Johnny Flame?
I don't know. You told me.
There's no MCU character. There's Johnny Storm, who's
Yeah, I
the
know.
Human Torch.
What's Ghost Rider's name?
It's not Johnny Flame.
Yeah, I know it's not.
Let me double check.
So I think I mixed those two up and then just stuck with
Yeah.
my convictions.
Ghost Rider is Johnny Blaze.
Blaze, that's it. Oh,
There's actually
God.
quite a few. Well, Ghost Rider's a couple of different characters, but the main one is Johnny Blaze.
Yeah. Or Multiverse of Madness is set to have Eric Banner, who's the Hulk. It's set to have Thomas Jane, who was outside the current guy, the best Punisher. In my view, anyway. It's gonna have Edward Norton.
Really?
It's gonna have fucking someone else, like the Fantastic Four from the Fox universe, and it's gonna have Patrick
Fantastic
Stewart.
Fours.
What was that?
There's 2 Fantastic Fours in the Fox universe.
Oh, the good one. But neither
There
of
is
them were
none.
great, but there was a better one.
So what? They're bringing back they're fucking bringing back
Jessica Alba and
Chris
Chris
Evans.
Evans.
Chris Evans is that and Captain America.
Well, I don't think they're bringing Chris Evans in. I think it's only Sue Storm and Mr. Fantastic.
Because apparently there's been some big things about who was it that is it Emily Blunt that everyone's wanting to play Sue Storm?
Yeah,
And John
and
Krasinski, yeah. And
her
John
husband
Krasinski, apparently,
is
yeah,
Mr. Fantastic.
yeah. Apparently the rumors are that they've apparently said yes.
Yeah, I hope they did. Like, yeah, the rumors are there, but I really hope they did.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think we're coming to the end of the show to show some
Yeah.
restraint.
Yeah, we've to be honest, like I think for both of us, it was a bit of a tough topic for us because it's not. Like, it's something that I don't know well, but you watch a lot more movies than me. You're more of a cinephile, as we've said.
Yeah.
But you did go into a bit more depth of it. But we did talk about a couple of them and our views on it, and then tangented and had a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun there.
Sure to be sure.
Oh God, we're getting sued.
No, we're impersonating a leprechaun. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a mythical creature.
Exactly. Jay always saves us.
Yeah, I know ways around things, so I always come out on top.
Once again, hey Lauren.
Yeah, thank you, Lauren, for the topic. Sorry if it wasn't what you hoped it'd be, but you're kind of used to that because you've been sleeping with me.
Oh God. And for being a Patreon subscriber, we will shout you out every single week.
For how long?
As long as she subscribes.
Okay, yeah. Happy to do that. Wait, does that mean Damo's been getting that for free?
Yeah.
Damo gets lots of things for free, though.
Yeah. I love you, Dame.
Yeah, so, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming back to Season 2, Episode 1 of the Before It Was Cool podcast.
Oh, 25.1.
Yeah.
Oh, this is 25.2.
How's this 25.2? Oh, because, yeah, this is the second half.
God, we're still getting used to this.
Yeah, so...
Might have to go back and
coming
record an outro for the first episode.
Yeah, or just use this one on both of them and just
Cut it.
on both.
Yeah.
So we've
exactly.
got point 1 and point 2. Whichever one you're listening to right now is the correct one.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoy.
That
We're glad
works.
to be back. I've actually missed this. Like, the break was needed. Don't get me wrong, but no, this is really enjoyable, and it's just good chatting to you, just talking our shit again, man.
Yeah. And I'm in my new house. Finally.
Oh, you got a new house, did you?
Took us longer than expected, but we got a new house. And
oh, good to hear.
yeah. New environment, new fun. all that stuff.
And I'm still at
Yeah.
my parents' place, but the money's building up, so I should be able to get. And I got a new job, so I should be able to build up my money to be able to get to a place of my own, which will be great. Problem is, then I'll have to buy a computer to plug into so I can do the show still.
Shaping the minds of the youth.
Uh, the future's fucked.
Yeah, I know. We're the future. We're the teachers of the future. Fuck!
Ladies and gentlemen, don't have children. There's no hope.
Better do plugs. So email us, voicemails, voice memos, all that stuff. Before IWC at gmail.com. Go to facebook.com/before IWC. Follow us on Facebook. The more you engage with us, the more we know what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Much.
We want to create entertaining stuff for all of you. Like, don't get me wrong, we enjoy this, but we want to have fun.
Exactly.
This is fun for us, but we want the people listening to enjoy us.
Exactly. And go to patreon.com/before IWC. Like I said at the start of last week's episode, or this week's, depending on which one you're listening to, I haven't updated the Patreon yet, but I will. And if you subscribe, you still get the comparable amount of stuff that is in that tier. If that makes sense. Yeah. But and Twitter is at before IWC, and Jay's OnlyFans is at jwilldoanything.com.
Hey, I've gotten a job now, so now I'm not going to be so much onto that. Like, seriously, during my holidays, because I was a casual before that, I was just pretty much like, squeegee your windshield. Like, I need to make money any way possible here. But yeah, now I've got full-time work. And I'm gonna get paid for my holidays now, so it's gonna be easy going.
Good. That's good. Taya started as a nurse like a week ago.
Oh, fantastic.
Like working on the wards. She's got fucked hours though. She did a shift from like 10 p.m. to like 7 a.m. overnight.
Okay,
fucking brutal.
No, I can imagine it's pretty crazy for her. Just shift work. It's not fun.
It makes me so happy that I'm becoming a teacher. I'm like, I work 9 to 3.
Yeah, it's
fuck the other times.
Isn't it great?
Yeah. And then I was like, but I've got to prep on these days and these hours. Oh, fuck, I have like 10 hours to myself. God damn it.
You got the kids around.
Yeah, but I have. Yeah.
You have.
And the dog.
Oh, yeah, how is the puppy?
Oh, she's not a puppy anymore. She got all of her adult teeth, and she bit my hand the other night.
Oh,
so hard that it drew blood. And
I like this dog.
She was so apologetic. She has her big adult teeth, but she still plays like a puppy. So she thinks she can just do that. And I was like, oh, fuck. That hurts so much. And she was so scared and so apologetic.
Aww.
Yeah, but she's doing fine. Yeah.
So, one thing I think is always hilarious is the amount of times that we actually have a tangent while saying goodbye.
Yes. And we've gone on a couple on this one. Oh, goddamn. That's why people love us. Or hate us.
Or everything.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I'm gonna say bye.
Yeah, me too. See you later, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this new episodes of our new season, and we're looking at some top tens soon. Have you
Yeah,
uploaded your most recent top 10?
no, haven't even finished it yet. I only just moved in like a week ago.
Okay, not fair.
Yeah, I'm still getting all my shit out, and my editing table is not set up yet. But as soon as that is set up, I will start working on my next top 10, which is the Tim Burton one that we've been coming since August.
It has been taking a while,
Yeah,
but yeah, we'll get there. You will anyway.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, I know you've got a few that you want to pump out soon as well.
Yeah. That'll happen at some point.
Yes.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, for the third time, bye. We're gone. See you later.
Bye.